Get your films on with the Blurs.
Once an idea has taken hold of the brain, it's almost impossible to eradicate.
Unpacking movies has never been more spot on, woke, fire, and just plain lit.
They are lit all the time.
So if you're unsure whether or not to plop down some cash for a film, check out the Blurs.
When a man with a 45 meets a man with a rifle, the man with a pistol is a dead man.
Brondo's got what plants crave.
It's got electrolyte.
You really only need to hang mean bastards. But mean bastards, you need to hang.
Don't say you weren't warned. Ridiculous. Here's Brandon and Jeff.
Hello, and welcome to episode 192, I think, question mark, of the Film Blurs. My name is Brandon Norwood. Oh, excuse me, there we go. Episode 191 of the Film Blurs. My name is Brandon Norwood, a.k.a. Hero Protagonist, a.k.a. the true father of Joe, Kanye, and Drake's kids. Child support checks are cashing, baby. Ching, ching, ching. A.k.a. Papi Chulo, a.k.a. the Glizzy King, a.k.a. Mr. Krusty, a.k.a. the Lethal Protector, a.k.a. Craven with the K, a.k.a. It's Morbin Time, a.k.a. Ezekiel Sims' bad ADR does not match my mouth, a.k.a. my biggest pet peeve is sports because I don't like seeing grown men sweat on each other, a.k.a. I want a Subaru Outback with mad strippers in the back giving shape-ups, a.k.a. Rough McGruff, a.k.a. D's Nuts, and a.k.a. B-Wood the Magnificent. And today I'm joined with a very special guest. Introduce yourself, Ed.
I don't have as many of AKAs as you do, but I'm Edward Douglas, a.k.a. the Weekend Warrior, a.k.a. Ed Doom, and that's about it. Yeah.
Ed Doom, I haven't heard that in a while.
Yeah, that kind of because I know it's been I've had that nickname for about 10 years from certain people know the joke, and it was like kind of a lot of people have like different aspects of the joke, but I like Ed Doom. Ed Doom's kind of like publicists don't call me that, but I am more Doom towards publicists than others.
So then, Ed, when we see Doomsday next year, you have to come in a Doom mask, and I'll join you because I'm gonna buy an MF Doom mask. So
okay.
You'll be referencing Dr. Doom, and I'll be referencing MF Doom. And there's a lot of people who don't know who MF Doom is, and that's okay, because I want him to stay obscure.
Is he a rapper?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I've heard of him. I don't know if I know his music, but yeah. Actually, when you see Doomsday next year, spoiler, it'll be me behind the mask. I'll like.
I'm gonna run through the theater saying, "It's Robert Downey! Yeah. It's Robert Downey!"
Yeah, Robert Downey literally just showed up for like one day, did some voice work, but he's not gonna spend the whole shoot behind a mask. So I have to do it for him. And I mean, I'm a little bit fatter than him and shorter, but I don't know. Maybe people.
Well, yeah, exactly. If you have the mask on with no hood on, nobody's gonna notice. I'm especially pranking people. I'll be like, "Guys, that's Robert Downey. That's Robert fucking Downey."
Yeah. Oh my god! There's gonna be so many people in Doom costumes next year for that. It's gonna be so annoying. I mean, I don't go to like the Thursday preview things, which are the used to be the midnights. Now it's like 2 o'clock previews. But
yes, I remember that, going to midnight shows with my friends. You know what I mean? Way back in the day.
Oh yeah. That was back when and then they realized, you know what? We can start our movies at noon on Thursday, and then we have an entire day of box office added to the weekend.
Yeah.
It was become such a whole scam. The whole thing's a scam. Yeah.
So Ed, what movie are we talking about today?
We are talking about. It should have been called The Anaconda, but it's only called Anaconda, and it is. That's kind of a joke. I think it's kind of a joke because of the Wolverine and the Batman. That's kind of like a running joke, like whatever. But yeah, Anaconda, a new Sony Christmas release with Paul Rudd and Jack Black, and we'll see. We'll see what we think.
So first off the bat, for me, this movie is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, I had no expectations going in, and I came out and I was like, this is exactly what I expected. Like, off the rip, I'm gonna say, like, I wish the jokes were funnier. Quite frankly, like,
totally. I agree with you there.
I think it's crazy that Minecraft is a funnier movie than this is.
I don't know if I'd go that far, but like they both are kind of like not that funny. Yeah.
I found Minecraft to be much better than I expected, because that was also a movie I walked into with zero expectations and walked out. I was like, you know what? That wasn't too bad.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, that was not my. Well, the funny thing is, like as far as Anaconda and expectations, I mean, I don't know if you've seen the trailers many times as I have. I've seen that trailer. I mean, I uttered the Eagle down in my neighborhood, as I mentioned before to you, and like every movie, that Anaconda trailer has been in front of every single movie, no matter, even if it was completely inappropriate or not like the same audience. If they put it on there, I got so sick of it. But the thing is, I will say that the trailer does give you exactly what the movie is. It's not like
Yes.
it's not trying to be like pretend it's something it's not. It is that. But the thing is also, it gives away like at least two big like two moments in the movie, which would have been a lot more effective if I said, "Oh, I didn't know," if I didn't know they were coming. You know.
Yeah. I think the biggest problem with this movie, it feels kind of inert. Like it starts and stops multiple times.
Oh, totally. Oh, totally. Oh my God, I felt the exact same way. Holy shit! I was like, it was like, I was getting so bored.
Yes.
And then there'd be a joke that was funny, and I'd laugh, and like, oh, that was funny, but then it'd be like back to, okay, now it's back to like whatever. I mean, like I even think like, I mean, we could get into it as we will, but I mean, it's like, I mean, Paul Rudd, he kind of vanished for a while, but he was there. There was a while where Paul Rudd was in everything. He was in the same shtick in every single thing. I used to like him a lot when he did stuff with like David Wayne and with some of those other things. But he kind of like was Paul Rudd overexposure, and then Jack Black is kind of there now, where Jack Black kind of like is saying like it's just in everything. He's doing the same thing. He's doing like it's one of those things. So it's like you put those two in the movie, and it's like okay, you know what they're gonna do. It's not like they're gonna like all of a sudden like throw out a De Niro level acting performance like that. They're just gonna be in there doing the usual thing they do. So
I agree with you there. Is that Jack Black's shtick is getting old. I will appreciate him playing the straight man this time out, but he's still doing the same fucking thing he's done for like the past 5 years, and it's old, man. I do like that we start off this movie with friends. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm glad everybody is friends already, but I will say the opening scene of the movie, now that we've both seen it, what a perplexing way to open this movie. I'm just like,
oh yeah.
that was just, we could have cut that entirely out.
Well, it's funny because I have. I mean, we could say that it's at the start of the movie. Basically, Jack Black is pitching this what we think is a horror movie, blah blah, and it ends up being like a wedding video.
Oh no, not that. Before the title card, with Daniela Melchior and the other dude. Where it was just so sudden and so choppy. I was just like, guys, I understand it's supposed to be a misdirect, but honestly, watching it and in context of the whole movie, it just doesn't work. Quite frankly,
I didn't even know that was Daniela Melchior. I kind of like didn't like. I mean, I knew just the main cast, but like I didn't know who played her. I didn't know who played Santiago, and I thought they were great. And I was like, I'm glad. Daniela Melchior was great in the Suicide Squad, so that's cool.
Yeah. She's suffering the same fate as oh my God, who are the two actresses?
Anyone in a Suicide Squad movie, basically, except even Will Smith, I guess. I don't
know. Well, Idris is doing fine, and Margot, of course, is doing fine, but like, she's suffering the same fate as Rachel Zegler and who's the other one from West Side Story? Spielberg's West Side Story.
Oh, Ariana, not Ariana.
Ariana DeBose,
Ariana DeBose.
Where they both started off in that, and then every choice they've made since then, you're just like, woof.
Yeah. Well, I think that's the thing. Well, that's the thing, because sometimes, like, doing a movie like those, the Suicide Squad would be that weird choice. Like, maybe they'll do something like West Side Story, and then they'll do something like, Ariana DeBose is a great example, because she's done some really...
Yo, yes.
Wasn't she in Craven the Hunter?
Yes, she was. With that crazy ass wig.
Oh yeah. There's a lot of people in Craven the Hunter who probably wish they never did that movie. I'm sure.
They sent us to the premiere for that. Like, I just remember all the critics were in the balcony because it was in the Dolby at Lincoln Square. All the critics sat in the balcony. All the people who worked on the movie sat below, you just hear all the applauding and cheering from below, and it's just crickets where we were sitting up at, and I was just like, man, I hate when Sony does this, because they did that for Total Recall. Total Recall, they stuck us in there for the people who worked on the movie, and I just remember when the movie ended, people were clapping like, "Good job, Len! Good job, Len!" And I was looking around to other critics in that screening, and we're like, "Yo, what the fuck?"
I went to that set. I went to the set of Total Recall, and I was on set all day. And then the next day, I was at the Toronto Film Festival, and I ran into Bryan Cranston at a junket for something, and he was still kind of like not feeling. He was definitely not like, okay, this is not. I'm going to do press for this other movie that I liked. I think he was doing press for Drive, maybe even. I don't know, but it was like, no, wasn't it? I don't know, but he was doing press for something he liked, but like, and I also ran to Colin Farrell at a hotel. Just they were doing junkets at this hotel where they always do junkets. And for whatever reason, they put Colin Farrell up there during the movie. So Colin Farrell walked in, and he's like faced with all these journalists, including me, who we just seen the day before. But he was also looking like, okay, what did I get myself into?
Very rarely are we put in with Gen Pop. There's only been 2 screenings 3 this year I've been put in with Gen Pop. It was Minecraft. SpongeBob. What was the other one? Death of a Unicorn and Predator.
SpongeBob.
Oh yeah, SpongeBob.
Oh my God,
okay,
SpongeBob.
So 4.
Yeah.
So 4. So SpongeBob and Predator. And honestly, this is one where I'm like, this probably would have been benefited if they put some Gen Pop people in here.
Yeah, but the thing was, I mean, I don't want to get too far off track, but I mean, the SpongeBob one, I had a mother with a daughter who was just coughing the whole time, and she was not covering her mouth once. And the mother, like, I didn't go glare at them. I just kind of like literally just turned my head a little bit, and she started yelling at me like, "What are you looking at? My daughter has asthma." And I was like, "Wait, but does she have 2 arms? You can use one of them to cover her mouth? What the hell?" I don't know.
And that is why, for the past couple of months, because there's been a lot of that, just people hacking up a lung. I still put on my mask whenever that happens. I was like, fuck this. I put on my mask.
And people get offended when you do that. When they start coughing, you put on they see you put on a mask, and they get mad at you also. But
I would tell you, well, go fuck yourself, man. I'm protecting myself. I don't want to get sick.
Yeah. Because I am kind of sick. I don't know if you probably can't tell, but but anyway, yeah. The funny about Sony, you mentioned Sony, because Sony does that a lot. They do a lot of these, like you get invited to a press screening and then find out, oh, it's not going to start at 7:30 because it's a premiere, and actually everyone's still stuck in the red carpet, and they have to do an intro, and so the movie you thought was going to start at 7:30 starts at like 8:30, and then it's like, and then it's like, it doesn't make you. I think they're like, oh, look, you invited to a premiere, you should feel special, but no, I'm not getting home. I'm sitting here for an hour waiting instead of like getting home and writing. So
yeah, man, because they did that for what was it? The Jennifer Lawrence movie, No Hard Feelings. They did it for that, and they did it for Craven. And both of those started late because we had to watch an intro from the stars and cast and crew. And I'm like, bro, once they come out, speak for 2 minutes, and take a bow, it's not worth it. Like, I'd rather just watch the movie and go home. You know, I'm tired of that shit. Thankfully,
we had Weapons, the screening for Weapons.
No, but I heard they showed up and gave out shirts.
I didn't get a shirt, but I mean, I mean, again, we're getting way off track here. I don't know if we do any editing on these things, but
No, this is going up raw and uncut.
Oh wow! Okay, all right, good. I won't say bad things about Jeffrey then. No, I'm just joking. I wish I have to say I'm really bummed that Uncle Jeffrey's not here because I feel like I really have not spent as much time talking to him as I do you. You and I talk all the time, but I don't get a chance to talk to him as much, and I gotta make an effort in 2026 to like hit him up.
Tell Jeff to start making an effort on his part too, man. It's a two-way street.
But anyway, okay, again, we're going from one tangent to another tangent. what were we talking about? Anaconda. Yeah.
No, but finish your thought on what was it that we were talking about? Some screening.
I was talking just in general. Like, I mean, these premieres, like Ghostbusters was another one where we were, waiting.
Yo, that was the IMAX one, right?
Which one? You're not Paul Feig one. I'm talking about one.
Okay, yeah. I was talking about the Paul Feig one.
I think I'm talking about the one, not the Jason Reitman who directed one. The next one after that.
Oh, Frozen Empire.
Frozen Empire, yeah. Where they did like I had to see it for an interview, but the screening was just like a premiere and it was just late, but yeah.
Damn, see, I'm thankfully they invited me to a regular press screening, and that motherfucker started on time. Yeah. They gave out these flaming hot Cheetos that shit was unbearable how hot they were.
Oh wow. Oh, I was talking about Weapons which you were
okay. Weapons, that's right.
So Weapons, they had a press screening, but it was actually they actually had 2 press screenings in the same night at 2 different theaters. So Weapons was first, and then there was maybe half hour to get to the other theater.
Freaky Friday. I remember that.
Freaky Friday, yeah, exactly. And so And so the thing is, a lot of the critics were doing the double feature and having to get from one to the other. And then we were like, okay, why is it not starting? It's like it's 6 o'clock or whatever time it's going to start, 5 o'clock, whatever. It wasn't starting. And then Josh Brolin and what's her name?
Yeah. Julia Garner.
Yeah, Julia Garner. Yeah. So they kind of walked in like 15 minutes after the movie was supposed to start. And it's like, oh, that's nice, but you're now making us have to run even faster to get this other screening. Thanks a lot. We didn't need. I mean, it was nice to see them, but it was not like anything that's going to change, anything. But anyway,
that's true. Look, again, just for me personally, I think Anaconda would have benefited from having some normies in there, because hearing the normies laugh would have probably made it a little better. Because for the most part, it was pretty silent throughout that screening.
Yeah, well, I gotta say, even when after I saw the movie, and I don't know if I should say this on the public record, but I feel like I wish I had gotten high before the movie. I think that movie would be amazing to watch if you're high, because I feel like
no, it's not.
You don't think so? Okay, well, I don't know.
I took an edible beforehand.
Oh, you did? Okay, right. Well, I
ate an edible because you picked this movie out to come on the show for, and I was like, all right, Ed, all right, I'll look. I'm not. I was like, I'll give it a chance. Ed wants to see it. He wants to come on to talk about it. But with that and me seeing the trailer, I had my expectations firmly in place, and I was like, all right, this is one where I won't miss anything if I'm impaired. So I took an edible. I brought me an old fashioned in a can.
Okay.
And I was drinking that old fashioned throughout, and neither one of them actually helped me enjoy this movie any more or less.
That's good. That's good to know. But I still, if I have some free time once it opens, I might just do it and go see it just for the hell of it.
Ed, wow, you're gonna see it again?
Well, the thing is, once my review's done, I can see it, and I don't have to take it seriously. I can just go in and be high as whatever. And
see, that's what I'm doing for Avatar tomorrow. I'm dropping an edible, going with my brother. We're gonna go see that. Using an A-list reservation to take a nap during Ella McKay, since I've seen that already.
Okay.
And then we're just killing time because we have 2 hours in between Avatar and Marty Supreme, because I want to see Marty Supreme in 70 millimeter, because that movie looks amazing, and I want to see it projected on film, and it'll be my brother's first time.
Is there 70 millimeter AMC A-list?
Yep. So you have Regal Unlimited.
I have Regal
Unlimited. You can see it at Union Square
yeah,
in 70 millimeter, because there's one in there's 3 prints. One in downtown Brooklyn, which I try to avoid. Okay. One at Union Square, and then one at Lincoln Square. And Lincoln Square is my personal theater because I have AMC. You have Regal.
I mean, I'm just gonna go see it at the Essex Crossing after it opens in regular. I'm just gonna see regular theater. I'm not
go see it. No, dude, see a film print, man.
I don't know. I did it for one battle after another. And it was okay. It was not like I mean, the thing is, I'm always gonna go to the theater near me. When I just have to, if I go to Union Square, it means being in Union Square, and I don't want to deal with that at all. Not during the holidays, and so I'm just gonna go. I mean, at least I'm not watching it at home. I'm gonna go to the theater 3 blocks from me, and yeah.
Let me ask you, just as the last part of this tangent, have you seen the movie yet?
Which one? Marty Supreme. Oh yeah, I saw it already.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
I've seen it. I've already reviewed it. Yeah. I mean, do you think 70 millimeter would have helped the Anaconda? No. There we go. That's there we go. We have our debate's over. I just ended the debate.
Listen, the testament of Ann Lee's getting a 70 millimeter release, and I have no desire to watch that movie again. Once was enough for me.
I got through the first hour, and I'm. What's really funny? We talk about Gen Pop. That was actually a guild screening. No, check this out. That was a guild screening, right? So it's people in the industry. There was one woman next to me who was on her phone the whole time. It looked like she was typing up review notes, maybe. And then on the stairs next to me, you know how the security sometimes stands on the stairs right next to me?
Yeah.
You don't do the aisle usually. You're like a middle guy. But I'm always in the aisle. And so whenever the security person stands like right next to me while I'm trying to watch a movie, it's really distracting.
Yes.
Well, testament of Ann Lee, I had a woman who was just standing there. And I looked and see there was lots of empty seats down there. She could have gotten and I said, "Man, there's empty seats down there." And she goes, "I'm okay." But for an hour of these 2 women on either side of me, one on the phone, one just standing there, it was just really hard to focus on.
Oh yeah, so then I would have left too. I would have got up and just been like, you know what, fuck it, I'll do this another time. Or we got the screeners. Me and you, we get the screener. So you got the screener. That's what I've been telling people. I'm like, if you get the screener, it's perfect to watch on your couch.
Yeah. I mean, I think at a certain point. I mean, I don't smoke a lot or do love edibles, but I mean, a certain point, if I've already reviewed a movie and I just wanted to just like chill out, I'd consider watching again.
That's what I do. I was like, I go to these things, and depending on the movie, like I'm there trying to review it, and then I see it again with friends or my brother, and then that's when I'm like, all right, let me drop this edible. Like, I'm excited to see Avatar tomorrow morning on, like, the craziest edible possible.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, when you and Jeff do the show, you don't go off on all these tangents. Whenever you and I talk, we always go off on tangents.
No, me and Jeff go on tangents all the time. What are you talking about? Like, come on, man.
Maybe
we lose course all the time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is Tangent City, baby.
Okay,
but
excellent.
Yeah, I'm glad you felt the same way I did on that. Like, it started in fits and stops, and it also felt like the cast. Everybody seemed to work well together, and it looked like they had fun making the movie. But it also felt like none of them really had any chemistry between our four main characters, which are Paul Rudd, Jack Black, Tawandi Newton, and Steve Zahn.
Yeah. And
Steve Zahn, he's supposed to be like the zaniest character in this, and a lot of the jokes do revolve around him and Paul Rudd. And Steve Zahn, even for his character being so over the top in like an Adam Sandler way, and even in Adam Sandler movies, those are still funny.
Yeah.
His character, a lot of his jokes, I was just like, man, this is just not funny, y'all. Like, there's a few jokes where no laughter. I mean, like, dead silence. And this is coming from somebody who did laugh a few times. But I remember there was one big joke. It was like some gross out joke, and it was meant to elicit like
the spider.
Yeah, and it was just
I actually you didn't hear me laugh because that was the one which got me. For some reason, I am such a child that like that whole thing just kind of as it started, it was kind of like okay, but then there were certain parts of it where I just started laughing. But Steve Zahn's character is just so one note. It's just so like all about him. You know, he's just a mess up, and he kind of like drinks too much, and I think he screwed over Jack Black once on the wedding video thing, and so he didn't want to get him involved with the movie part of it. But that's kind of the joke. That's kind of the joke. And then so just Steve Zahn's character just throws out these crazy ideas throughout their adventure in Brazil. And I don't know, should we mention at all like anything like the director or the plot of this movie or anything?
Yeah, I guess let's get into the plot, and then like near the end of this, we definitely have to talk spoilers because there's some shit that happens in here. Like there's some cameos where I was just like.
Yeah, that's real.
Bruh. Yo, come the fuck on, man.
Yeah. Which also were the best part of the movie, maybe, possibly. so. Well, it kind of was.
I'm laughing because, if that's the best part of the movie, then what does that say about this movie?
Yeah.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing that you like. If that's the best part, that's not good.
No, it's not. But the thing is, I think we knew what we were getting into. Because the thing is, the trailer, it's these friends who get together, want to remake Anaconda. Like Paul Rudd shows up at the beginning, and he says he bought the rights to it. Let's go do it. They try to get money, they don't, and they just it's just like it's literally the trailer is the movie. Even to the point like things like what happens to the snake. That's in the trailer. It's like things like that. It's like just so much stuff like that. But it's funny you mentioned Tawandi Newton because I'm a huge fan. I love her work. She's done so much great stuff.
Yes, I love her especially on Westworld.
Oh yeah, Westworld. She was great. I mean, when she first appeared in Mission Impossible 2.
Impossible 2, yeah.
I mean, everyone fell in love with her. She was like, oh my god. She's like the. And it was really fun. I don't know if you remember this, but I mean, I don't know how old you are, but I mean, I remember when that came out. Everyone I'd seen the movie and everyone had fallen in love with her, and then she appeared on a talk show and she was like completely pregnant with. I think it's with her daughter who's an actor
who looks exactly like her, Nico.
Yeah, but because I think is she about 25? Because that's when how old is she?
Nico, I think might be. It's a good time. Let me Google, but in the meantime, I gotta agree with you. Like, I understand why Tawandi did this, but damn, this was not suited for her. I'm sorry.
Not at all.
Like,
I feel like I'm in the same boat with you there because I feel like. Maybe she said, "Hey, I just want to do a comedy. I don't want to do something serious, or whatever."
Yeah.
Jack Black, Paul Rudd, it'd be funny. But like, it's not good. It's not good. She's not good at comedy. I actually came up with another person I thought would be better than her, and I love her. Don't get me wrong, I love her.
Right.
But I came up with a name which would, if I were a producer on this movie, I would have gone with this name first, and I assume maybe they tried and they didn't get her, but let's just say it.
So hold on,
Right.
Nico is 21.
Okay, so it's probably her. I think she's an older brother. So it must have been the older brother she was pregnant with. But she was definitely with the same director. She's been married to Old Parker for the director for that long, whatever.
And you know what? Congratulations to Ol, because man, she is. I remember seeing Mission Impossible in theaters, and even as a preteen boy, I was just like, wow, that is one of the most gorgeous women I've ever seen, and I would chop off my hand. I still, you know what? I would still chop off my hands to go on a date with Twandy, man. She is gorgeous. She's a gorgeous.
I've interviewed her. Did I only interview her once? I feel like I interviewed her once for like this Tyler Perry movie she was in, but I think I ended up doing a phone. I think I was supposed to do it in person, and it ended up being a phoner. So it was not. Oh no, it's not true. I think I actually did do it in person, because I interviewed her and Kerry Washington, and one of them got turned into a phoner. I think it was maybe Kerry Washington got turned into a phoner, but yeah, she's gorgeous in person. Absolutely.
Man, can you? Me being in the same room, sitting across from them, talking to them, I would melt. I'd be like, oh man.
Yeah. It was back in the days. Back in the days, coming soon, where I can get more bigger interviews like that. But yeah.
But who would you have replaced Twandy with?
Okay, so I was thinking. I mean, at first I was thinking like, oh my god, my brain is so fucked. So I had this name in my head, and then I was thinking of I'll tell you the one I came up with was Regina Hall. I thought Regina Hall would be good.
That's because she's suited for that. She's more suited for comedy,
But she's also in that age range. Oh, originally I thought Keke Palmer, but Keke Palmer would be like way too young. She's
because there's a love story between for everybody who's listening. There's a love story between Paul Rudd and Twandy's character.
Yeah.
And just like everything in this movie, it feels half formed. Like this script feels like a first draft. Like I feel like the concept is funny, but they just didn't write a movie or jokes to go with the concept itself.
Yeah. But that's what I think. I was thinking before, Keke Palmer would be much funnier. She'd be she'd be able to be funny as other guys, but she would be too young for the actual story part of it.
Yeah.
So that's why I thought Regina Hall, because actually Regina Hall is older than I thought. But she's in the same age range as Paul Rudd and stuff, so it makes sense.
Both black Reginas would work. Regina Hall or Regina King, because Regina King also does comedy.
What's she done comedy wise today?
She was in Friday. She was in a couple of other ones. I can't think.
But not more recently. I feel like back.
She was the voice in both of the Freeman brothers in Boondocks for the Boondocks cartoon.
Oh, never saw those. I don't know those. Yeah, okay. All right.
Yeah. So, but I agree. Regina. Both of those actresses, they do great dramatic work and great comedic work. Ed, if you want to come back on next year, one of my most anticipated movies of next year is Scary Movie 6. Yeah, because Shorty's back. Shorty is one of my favorite cinematic characters. That is just a funny ass character to me. When he dies in Scary Movie 1, you see the smoke coming out of his lungs, and he's just like, "You guys want to hit this shit?" That still cracks me up.
Yeah, I haven't seen those first two movies in a long time. I saw them both in theaters, but I haven't seen them in a long time. And I mean, again, yes, I'm looking forward to it, but I'm also a little nervous because, again, I don't want to diss a movie after just less than a week after Rob Reiner died. But Spinal Tap 2 was terrible. I hate Spinal Tap 2, and I was really looking forward to that one. And I worry about Scary Movie might be the same thing. The Wayans haven't really done something like this in a long time.
Yeah,
and
comedy sequels are hard. I'll give it Scary Movie 2, not as good as the first, but still funny. But comedy sequels are very hard. And the only comedy sequels that have pulled it off are Bill and Ted. I think the whole trilogy is hilarious. And every single comedy sequel has sucked. I guess
It was the Anchorman, not good.
Yeah.
There was the one. What was it? A Zoolander, not good.
Oh yeah.
But they tried to.
Hangover.
Well, the thing about Scary Movie 2 is that they did them within a year of each other, so it's still in that headspace, still in that mode. When you wait 10, 15, 20 years or more, it's like that's you change as a person. You're not you're not in the same space.
I mean, they got pushed out by He Who Shall Not Be Named, So that's unfortunate. And that's why I never saw 3 or 4, because I'm like, well, if the Waynes aren't in it, their characters are such big parts of it. I'm like, I'm good. And you're going to replace them with Charlie Sheen? No thanks. And nothing against Charlie Sheen, but that's just totally 2 different types of comedy there.
Yeah, totally.
No, thank you.
I mean, we went back. David Zucker took it over, which is sort of like, so he kind of like, kind of went back to his thing. So yeah.
Right. So for comedy sequels, I guess it's a slow decline for that series, except for the new one. I thought the new one was just as good as the original. Is Naked Gun.
Oh yeah, Naked Gun. Yeah,
because I thought the second one was funny, and then the third one was like, eh.
But with the new Naked Gun, it was made by different people, though. So it's not like that's
True.
the thing. So it's not like, I mean, if David Zucker, the Zucker brothers made it, maybe it wouldn't have been as good if they tried to go back to it.
True.
So there's the thing. So that's the thing. But the thing about Anaconda, though, is that it's not a remake of the original Anaconda. It's not a original Anaconda was just a really fun action horror movie. This is a horror comedy, and when you have a horror comedy, you either focus on the horror, or you focus on the comedy. It's hard to do both at the same time. I mean, there's some people who pulled it off. I mean, Shaun of the Dead, great example. A lot of great examples.
Yes.
But I mean, this is one of the cases where it's like, okay, we're gonna the whole joke's gonna be that they're remaking this movie, that they're all idiots, and it's like, but also, I mean, spoiler, they're going to survive because they're the stars. So it's like,
right.
There's no real stakes or anything. It's not like, yeah. So it's
to me, the best character in the movie, and even the best character movie I didn't even laugh that much at, was the snake handler, the weird snake handler guy.
Oh yeah,
like, when he leaves the movie,
great. Oh
yeah.
Totally.
When he leaves the movie, I was just like, "Oh man, really?" Like,
yeah, he was great, and also Daniel Melchior was great too. Like both of them were like, I thought they were more better than because they weren't doing the exact same thing they always do. They weren't like completely out of place like Tenth and Zendaya, and it's like that's the thing. So like those characters, and they also don't appear in the trailer, so it's not like you go into the movie knowing exactly what to get from them. They are. I think the snake handler might have had like 1 or 2 scenes, but like but that's funny because I mentioned that about the opening scene where it sets up Danielle's character, where it's like, yeah, it is a little different, but that's kind of like could have been a more interesting movie if they kind of stayed on that track.
Right.
Maybe.
Right.
I don't know. I'm not sure. It's hard to tell.
I think that's the problem with this movie is what you just said is like it doesn't handle the tonal shifts well, and you got to be a really fine-tuned person to do that. Like you said, Edgar Wright does it. A few people do it well, where they walk the lines of tones and make it work. This here just it feels like 2 different movies slapped together, and it feels like, here's my thing, it feels like a Netflix movie where it feels expensive but also cheap. If you know what I mean. If you've ever watched a Netflix movie, you'll know what I talk about.
Yep.
And it feels like it's both. It's a big movie, but not big enough. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I guess because the thing is, I mean, just going back to that. I mean, we watched Anaconda. Maybe it might have been earlier this year. They showed it at the theater near me. It was either this year or last year. I always watched it, and it's like it's a movie that really works because it's not trying so hard. Like it knows what it is. It's basically a monster movie with a giant snake.
right.
But like, I mean, I thought the maybe they did more practical stuff on that one, but the snake looked better in that movie. This one, like, you just watch it, you just know it's a giant CG snake. So even that's like not gonna. It's not really that scary. It's just what it is. They do, by the way, they do throw in a lot of jump scares, like which is already.
Yeah, but then they don't. They're so fucking bad. Like,
yeah, I know. It's like. Yeah, you're just there, boom, somebody hits something. He's like, yeah, I hate those things, but that's how it tries to do horror, and it's not good. So,
but jump scares usually get me, and I just sat there like nothing. It's like Five Nights at Freddy's. Like me and Jeff went to go see that, and I just remember we saw it in Dolby because we did not want to come to the press screening. We're just like, we'll just wait and use A-list reservations.
Sure.
We saw it in Dolby. It's so loud, and even in loud ass Dolby, me and Jeff kind of sat there. I fell asleep for a good 30 minutes of that movie.
Wow. I never watched the sequel. I decided that was a sequel. I said, you know what? I didn't care for the first one. I don't need to.
And it's worse. You did a good job because it's worse.
Yeah, wow.
And they have the audacity to fucking set up the third one.
Yeah, and they're probably gonna, and it did well enough that they're gonna make a third one now. So they made back its money. So
that was a weird audience because either everybody was in their 20s or it was parents there with their kids. And mind you, we went 7 p.m. on a Sunday, and the people there with kids, I'm like, why aren't these fucking kids in bed? Number one. Number two, this is a horror movie. Like, why are you taking your fucking kids to see to a horror
Wait, are you
movie?
talking about kids like 3 or 4 years old? Or are you talking about kids like in the 10, 11, 12?
I'm talking like 5, 6, 7.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. And so, one of my we're gonna go off on another tangent, but I think one of the funniest film experiences I'll always remember. I went to see Freddy versus Jason. It was probably a couple weeks into it, and it was playing at the 19th Street AMC, and it was pretty crowded actually. I think I think it was a school day. It was pretty crowded. But I always remember there was this woman with a young kid, might have been 3 or 4, sitting very kind of close to the screen, and kind of similar to the woman behind me at SpongeBob. But they were fun. And the very opening scene of Freddy vs. Jason is this kind of scary montage of all these Freddy things, and the kid was just screaming like it was the
shit.
scariest thing they'd ever seen in their life, because it wasn't really all the scariest parts of the things. And the mother goes, "Shut up! I'm trying to watch a movie." Not a peep after that. It's like, holy crap! Really.
That's a terrible parent.
Yeah, I really want to. I mean, it's 20 years later. I really wish I kept track of who that person was or who the kid was. 'Cause I'd be curious what kind of shape that kid is now. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know, who knows? That's a tangent for you. There you go.
Hopefully that kid doesn't turn out to be like one of the bullies from The Plague.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's another. I have to watch the rest of that movie. I haven't watched the whole movie yet.
That movie's triggering for me.
Oh really? Okay, yeah. I gotta watch. I've watched the first like hour. I gotta still watch the rest of it. So.
Well, so I'm glad we both agree that the cast doesn't work. Like, the only thing that really got me, and I was just like, damn, this right here was good, is where the wife was watching Jack Black watch his old movie that he made as a kid. Like, I was just like, see,
yeah.
That's the only part I like, because I was like, there's some sincerity there. Like,
yeah. Did you ever see the Raiders of the Lost Ark? The thing with the kids remade Raiders of the Lost Ark on their own.
is it the Raiders with the exclamation point?
Yeah.
I've never seen it.
Oh my God. Okay, that's kind of interesting. The thing, because it reminded me of the similar thing. I thought maybe when they were kids they made a version of Anaconda, and it wasn't that, but yeah, I like that. It was fine. I do want to say that, like, going back to the whole horror versus comedy thing. The director is a guy, Tom Gornick. The last movie he made was The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent with Nicolas Cage.
Oh, that was
and
another
Pascal.
one that
You
didn't
like that one?
fully. That was another one where a great concept that just didn't fully connect. You know what I mean? Like, it
Yeah,
wasn't funny
true.
enough. It was one note. It was just one
It
note
was true.
because it was
It was
Nick
true.
Cage, and I'm like, okay, we understand because, you know, Nick Cage goes big
Yeah.
a lot. Like, Al Pacino goes big, but like,
Yeah.
that's meme shit, not like movie shit.
I guess so. I mean, I think maybe I like that one a little better than you did. But this Anaconda is only his third movie. He actually made that movie, and before that, he made this movie called That Awkward Moment. Did you ever hear that one?
I've heard of it, never seen it.
Oh, it's if you look at this, in the cast, it was Zac Efron, Miles Teller, and had Michael B. Jordan way before.
Yeah, that's
before
right. I did
Satan.
see pieces of that.
Yeah, and it was
All
like,
right.
and like, like Miles and Michael went on to make that terrible Fantastic Four movie after that. But that was one of his first movies, and it was okay. It was kind of like a coming of age. It wasn't great, but like I think this is his third movie, and they're all like not great. They're all okay.
I think he needs to step away from comedy. Like, I would like to see him step away from comedy.
I think he's better at comedy. Like, I'm not sure if he could do like anything. Like, I don't know if he could do a drama. I don't know if he could do any of that kind of stuff.
You think I think he could do a nice mid-budget, low-budget action movie.
I guess. I don't know. I mean, there wasn't enough. I mean, this is the only. This is the only really action he's done. I mean,
Unbearable Weight has like that
Some.
third act is like
Not true.
pretty action heavy.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, okay, so I guess he's 3 for 3 on movies that I'm just like, ooh, all right.
I mean, it has to be like that. I mean, it has to be there's directors you like and filmmakers you like, and filmmakers are just okay. And I'm trying to think I thought he did another like indie movie even before that other one. That might have been even worse, but I maybe in my mind it was just one of those like Mandela effect things where I just thought he did it for the movie. So yeah.
I'm very curious because now that you're here, Ed, you're the weekend. Before we get into spoilers, you're the weekend warrior. It comes out Christmas Day, and this Christmas is pretty fucking packed because we still got Avatar, we got SpongeBob, we got The Housemaid, Marty Supreme's going wide on Christmas after it plays limited this weekend. Testament of Ann Lee's going to be limited. Yeah. I think everything's going to go wide Christmas Day. That's in limited release. Like, the only thing that's not going to go wide is No Other Choice. No Other Choice is going limited on Christmas Day.
Well, I think Testament of Ann Lee is not going wide either. I think that's going
so
wide. So
that's limited, too.
That's going to be limited also, yeah. I mean, the main wide ones are going to be Marty Supreme, Anaconda, and Marty Supreme's Anaconda. Oh, and why is my brain not working today? I think it's just
it happens, man.
Yeah. The movie I love, Neil Diamond.
Oh yeah, Songs on Blue, solid. Yeah, that is one I would not be surprised is a sleeper, just because that is a very crowd pleasing movie. Yeah. So my question to you, Ed, how do you think this is gonna do? Because there's a lot. You know what I mean?
I have a feeling. I have a feeling that Anaconda is gonna be like 3,000 theaters. Don't want to put a spoiler before my column comes out, but I think Marty Supreme is gonna beat it. I think Marty Supreme is in less theaters. But like the way Marty Supreme is doing just in New York and LA so far is doing so well that and I already saw it at the theater near me like on Christmas and Christmas Eve. It's already sold out. A lot of showings. The screening I'm going to I think it's on the 26th. It was very full. It was already full. I mean, there more people are going out to going to see that movie. Anaconda is between being a remake, doing this comedy thing, being these overused, Paul Rudd and Jack Black. I think it's going to do. I mean, it'll probably do okay because it's just people want to see stuff. But
right,
what the funny thing is, a comic comparison is there are these movies that have been released on Christmas Day over the years. There was a remake of Black Christmas.
Yes,
Alien versus Predator, and there's a few things like that where basically they were there and they basically did really well on Christmas Day because there was a lot of single guys who basically just maybe they had no plans on Christmas Day and they didn't have a family. So like, what are we going to go see? Let's go see Alien versus Predator. Let's go see. And so they do well at that opening day on Christmas Day, but then no families don't go see it. Like I'm not sure who's going to bring their family to see this movie.
Because I'm saying, man, because I like this. That's the thing. This is PG-13, and it does earn its PG-13, but it's also a tame PG-13 where I would understand if a family went to see this. But the problem is like SpongeBob's out, Avatar's out, Wicked's still playing, Zootopia's still making money. It's just like it is busy, Yeah,
and I don't know if you saw this movie, David. There's Angel Studios has a movie.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah.
It is. I actually watched it. I thought it was really. It's like I think it's comparable to some of the better Disney animated movies. With as far as the songs were really good. I mean, it is the same story. It is the story of David, so it's a biblical story. But there were moments that were like something out of like Gladiator or Braveheart. These big like epic. It was, I mean, not like that scale, but I mean, there was like these had these big epic war scenes, and it had then these musical numbers. Right. It really is. I mean, I think that's probably the best. If I had a family audience, I'd recommend that over SpongeBob, and over Zootopia too. Actually,
I'll be real with you. I like those two. I greatly prefer SpongeBob, and I really like Zootopia too. Not as much as the first, but I really liked it. But I would. If it was me, I would steer families to those two movies over this one.
Over Anaconda.
Yeah.
Oh, no, for sure. I mean, I can't think of any. I mean, I can't think of any people I'd recommend. I mean, it's really weird. Anaconda. I'm not completely hating on it. I think I liked it more than you a little bit because I did laugh a few times. And actually, one of the laughs was, I hate to say this, but when they called Jack Black the white Jordan Peele, that was kind of funny.
That was funny. But
that was it. That was like there was these moments that was kind of funny. So I don't want to completely throw it under the bus, but like it has so many problems too. So it's kind of like I don't know if I'd it's like it's one of those things that like it's okay. I mean, if there are other things to watch, there's like I would not recommend.
Yeah, because this to me more than anything feels like this would be perfect to watch on Netflix. Like if me and my brother were just chilling at home, scrolling through Netflix, and this popped up, I'd be like, all right, cool, watch it, and I'd be like, okay, cool, we watched it on streaming. Yeah. Like to me, like people are ragging on Ella McKay. This is in the same camp as Ella McKay for me because Ella McKay I watched on a screener. Like you know this, Ed.
Yeah.
And I watched it with my brother, and we both turned to each other like, it's fine. Like it's fine. I don't like a lot of people hate it, and I was like, I don't get the hate for it. I just think it's a fine movie. Like it's the Ella McKay. If this had come out like 10 years ago, easily $100 million because grandmas. wives, girlfriends, they would all get together and go see this movie. You know what I mean? And even if I was in a relationship right now and my girlfriend's like, can we go see a movie, and something that's not like, you know, something a little more female friendly, I'd be like, all right, we could go see Ella McKay, and it would not kill me. It would not kill me. So like,
I don't know if you know this, but I haven't seen Ella McKay yet.
You haven't?
I still haven't seen it. I never got invited to a screening. I now have access to a screener on the CCA platform.
Okay.
But I haven't watched it yet. I'm kind of like I kind of just got mad because I got so mad about how they were acting towards the movie and to not inviting me to a screening. You know, I mean, when I tried getting a screener, I couldn't get a screener. So I got to the point where I was like, well, you know what? Maybe I'll never see this movie. And so in my opinion, I'm going to try to avoid it and maybe not see it. But then I'm going to try to learn as much about the movie as possible, so I can be really like I'm trying to get in my mind what I have no idea what this movie's about. I'm trying to figure out just by talking to people, and I get little bits and pieces. Like I think she's a politician, and I think I know Jamie Lee Curtis is her mother, and then maybe who else? Rebecca Hall. Rebecca Hall is her mother also.
Yep. Rebecca Hall is her mother. Jamie Lee Curtis is her aunt. Woody Harrelson's her dad, and her dad is a serial philanderer. So anything with a pulse,
philanderer.
Yeah, philanderer.
Okay. You made the word longer than it needed to be. Okay.
He will screw anything with a pulse.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's that type of dude.
Again, he didn't sell me. You didn't. Okay, now that I know that much. No, still don't.
I'm not trying to sell anybody on that movie. That movie is what it is. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people are saying this is the worst movie of the year. I'm like, man, if you think this is the worst movie of the year, you have not seen too much.
Strangers Chapter 2.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Holy shit. Tron Ares.
See, I like Tron Ares more than you did. I actually
Snow White.
Yeah. That
was fucking terrible.
I've only seen it once, but I mean, Strangers Chapter 2 is up there. I gotta say, Spinal Tap 2 is also up there for me.
See, I didn't hate that as much as you did.
Yeah, I really hated that. Did you go see that at the Alamo also? Did you at that screening?
No, I used the A-list reservation to see it.
Oh yeah. But yeah, I got. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff. There's one. What's the other one? Oh, Fackham Hall. I hated that one. Oh my god,
I did not see that. Yeah, but I gotta agree with you.
No one did.
Strangers Chapter 2 is barely a fucking movie. Like I was just like, dude, this is barely a fucking movie. And the fact that I know I'm gonna go see the third one when it drops in February, I was just like, oof.
I'm not sure if I'm gonna do. I might just do. It's like Terrifier 4. I thought Terrifier 2. Terrifier 2 was okay. Terrifier 3 was a terrible movie, and I had terrible. I went to premiere. I went to the premiere of Terrifier 3, and it was the worst. It was such a bad experience because it was just like it was supposed to start at 7. And at 7:45, it was me and two really prominent critics just sitting in an empty theater. There was no one in there. Everyone was out there schmoozing, whatever. And when they came in, it was just like all these, I think all the people, all the cast, I think they filmed in Staten Island. They were all there, and they were all like raving about all their great work. There was a guy next to me saying, "Oh, look for this next scene. You can't wait to see this next scene." Like they would talk about the movie during the movie because they had worked on it, and I don't know. It was a terrible experience to the point where like, I'm going to skip Terrifier 4. I'm also going to skip Sonic the Hedgehog 4. I'm saying, you know what? Yeah, I don't need to see 4.
I'll see Sonic the Hedgehog 4. My problem with Sonic the Hedgehog 3, it was exactly like Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
Yeah. Like, and they were okay, yeah.
Y'all got to stop doing that with sequels now. Like Gladiator 2 did it. Fucking Avatar, the new Avatar does it, where I'm just like, y'all are just repeating what you already did.
But the thing is, they have to do that because if you change it too much, people get mad about that. So think of Matrix Revolutions. Remember Matrix Revolutions?
I love that movie because it does not give a fuck, and they make fun of themselves. And when you swerve, I'm into it because I'm trying. If I'm coming to see a movie, tell me something, do something I haven't seen or heard before. And Resurrections did that.
Oh yeah, no, I'm talking about Revolutions. I'm talking about the third movie.
Oh, Revolution, yeah. All right, so
I'm talking when you go to the Matrix Reloaded, and then you do Matrix Revolutions. And Matrix Revolutions is almost unwatchable. Like it is.
Well, that's the problem with those two. I consider Reloaded and Revolutions one movie because the first two acts are in Reloaded, and then the third movie is just one giant third act. And that's another one like Anaconda where it stops and starts. It stops and starts. Yeah. And it's just like, damn, y'all. damn, there's like no propulsion to this shit.
But Avatar, again, massive tangent, but Avatar, Fire and Ash is the same thing. It's basically the second half of a two.
Mm-hmm.
The Way of Water and Fire and Ash it's a 2-part movie basically. Like it's
yeah, and that's why I hope this does well enough so we could get 4, because everybody's talking about how crazy 4 is, and I'm like, okay, maybe 4 is gonna be different, and I will give James Cameron the benefit of the doubt. But if 4 ends up being like this new one, then I'm just like, okay, James, slide on off and do something else. Like I know he's talking about this new Terminator movie, and I'm like, we got to put Terminator to bed.
Yeah,
like, that is done.
They've tried every single different way of, let's get this new director. Let's get McG made a Terminator movie. Remember that?
Yes.
Yes.
And that one, I was just like, that's a great hook.
Yeah.
Setting it all after Judgment Day and the post-apocalypse, and even y'all fucked that shit up, man.
Yeah, they tried everything with that movie. So I mean, James, we're gonna go back to Anaconda eventually. So in case you can all go get some coffee while we talk about other things. But the thing is that's the problem with anything. I mean, when you make a sequel, okay, if you have let's say you have an artist who puts out this amazing first record, right?
Right.
They've spent their entire lives building to making that first record. So it's gonna have all the great songs they've written over the years. It's gonna be really good. But then they're gonna make a second record. And that's the same thing. Where a second record, then okay, well, you have to write new material, but you also have to make it so people who like the first record will like the second record. That's the same thing with sequels. If you make a sequel too different from the first movie, people get mad. If you make it the same, people get mad. There's no. It's really hard. It's really hard. And the only thing to do is to do something like an Alien and Aliens, where it's like you got a different filmmaker, different
genre, honestly, because the first one's a horror. This is an action.
Yeah, same thing. Like that's the kind of thing you can maybe do, and but I know how much you love Sinners. I mean, what's you gonna do with a sequel? It's gonna be hard for them to make a sequel, which is gonna be like, what? I
mean, I could see a way you could easily make a really cool sequel, but I don't think people would like it.
Yeah, that's the problem. Make a really cool sequel, make something completely different. And people are like, well, no, why? It's like.
I love The Last Jedi. You know what I mean? Like, and I love that and the reason I love The Last Jedi is probably because I love a lot of Ryan's work, is because he's the only person working besides maybe Denny and Nolan when it comes to their storytelling. When I expect it to zig, it zags. Like, he puts his characters, and so does Denny and Nolan. They put their characters in such predicaments where I'm watching the movie, I'm like, how the fuck is this going to be resolved? How are the characters going to get out of this? Or if they even can get out of this situation? Like, you talking about records, you saying that, it reminded me of, like, Batman. So, like, Nolan's Batman, where the first one was Led Zeppelin 1, where it's an awesome fucking album. And then The Dark Knight comes out, and that's Led Zeppelin 2. There's a lot of familiarity to it, but it's completely different from the first one and better. Yes. Like, that's what I compare it to. Like, Dark Knight is Zeppelin 1, or not, excuse me, Dark Knight is Zeppelin 2, and Batman Begins is Zeppelin 1. And I love Zeppelin. Like, Zeppelin 2 is one of my favorite records of all time.
Well, that's a good example, because Dark Knight was him doing Heat, basically. It was him doing like a Michael Mann movie. Yes. And so he had, it was the same, it was still the same, still Christian Bale. It wasn't Katie, what's her name? Like she was.
Yeah, she decided to do Mad Money instead, which is crazy.
Yeah, but it was like, that's a good example of a really good sequel because he did something different. But
because the first one, you're right, because the first one is a Ridley Scott movie and the second one is a Michael Mann movie. Like, you're absolutely right.
Yeah. And I think it's with James Cameron. I mean, these two movies, he was making them at the same time. He was telling one story across the two of them, so it's not going to change that much. But I don't know. Anyway, let's get back to Anaconda.
So we're gonna hit the.
If they made Anaconda 2, would you go see it? Hell no.
It depends. It depends, man. Because honestly, if they have now, so we're getting to the spoiler part. So now I can say this.
Let's say it. Yeah.
So. You saying Anaconda 2, this goes for the spoilers. Now that the movie ends where it ends before we get into the cameo, if they do decide to do a 2 and they follow up on what's set up at the end of this movie, I feel like that would be a little better, because that means the fictional characters are working with a big budget and they could go bigger and crazier Like the third act with all those explosions, I was like, you know what? This is pretty cool with them riding the fucking motorbike
Oh yeah.
through. I was like,
That's
man, I
what-
kind of
that's
wish
what's
the
good.
entire movie was a little more
Yeah.
like this, man. Because they are hiding that snake, and I know why they're hiding that snake. It's for budget reasons. Like,
Oh yeah.
you said it earlier. It's like, if y'all wanted to cut it down on budgets, give us more of the snake, which it definitely needed. Do animatronics like the first one. Like, I don't know, Ed, if you've seen it,
Oh,
but
yeah.
over in London they have Paddington as a play, and they built an animatronic Paddington. That
wow,
shit
no.
moves
I haven't seen
like
it,
a
no.
person. Like, you could high five it at the end of the show. It takes its hat off and bows. It does everything. Like, and like, even the animatronics in Disneyland where you see the Na'vi, and like those things are fully functioning. Nolan did it for the Cyclops in the Odyssey coming out soon, and I seen the Cyclops briefly in the IMAX prologue. I'm like, yeah, man, maybe we should start doing animatronics instead of relying on CG so much.
Yeah, I wonder if it's that much more expensive, like to build something like that. I mean, 'cause I feel
It
like
can't be. It cannot be.
To me, to doing the visual effects, it's you have to have like 1,000 animators and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of going back and forth. There's a lot of doing
Yes.
post stuff. It's just like, yeah, maybe, I think you're right, because I think that's one of the reasons the first Anaconda works so well and stands up so well is because that snake looks so good, and this one is just, it's obviously CG. No one's gonna go into this and go like, oh, that's a real snake. No, it's a CG snake. We know it's a CG snake. But you touched upon the big cameo.
So the big cameo in the third act is Ice Cube, and I kind of figured he was going to be in this just because they emailed me pictures from the LA premiere the night before our screening, and I was looking through the pictures, and he was there, and I was like, oh, there's no reason for Ice Cube to be there other than that he's in this fucking thing. And well, guess what? He's in this fucking thing.
Yeah.
And
But he's great though. I think that was the best part of the movie. I mean, it was really obvious that it might happen. It's like these things are like very like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's like also the 21 Jump Street remake when they had Johnny Depp. It's same thing. This is a Sony movie. That was a Sony movie. You know,
that was done better though, because that was cool because they established it as a sequel to the original show, and it was done so well and it was so funny. And in this, it's just like, some of it was funny. Like, there's a couple of jokes I laugh, but for the most part, I'm just like, sure, man. Ice Cube pops up, gives them a gun, and just goes yay yay and runs off.
And he's great. I love it. He's awesome. But I think when you see him in this movie and you see the cameo at the end, you're like, well, why don't they just make a sequel with the two of them?
Yeah, right. If they're game to show up.
I mean, back when they made that first movie, they were not that big as actors, but
Right.
they've done so many great movies. Ice Cube and, we just say it, who was it? J-Lo.
Yeah, Jennifer Lopez is in the very
Yeah.
last scene offering Jack Black the chance to direct the real like reboot
Right.
of Anaconda. So like, that's why I said I wouldn't say no to a sequel, because like, to see them with more resources, with both Ice Cube and Jennifer Lopez, and they reference Eric Stoltz a lot and John
Yeah.
Voight a lot. So bringing back Eric Stoltz would be fucking cool. I ain't even gonna lie.
Did all the characters survive the first movie? I don't remember either. No, that's it. You don't remember.
John Voight definitely died.
Yeah.
Eric Stoltz, I can't remember. I think it was just
weird.
Ice Cube and Jennifer Lopez, and I think that's it.
Okay.
But I mean, like, homie, Jack Black survived after he got eaten. The snake handler survived after he got crushed and eaten, because that's the mid-credit scene.
Oh, I didn't stay for that. Oh, okay.
Yeah, the snake handler, he lived.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah, it's weird. I was like, so the snake regurgitated 2 humans, but nobody else. I was
Yeah.
like, sure.
Yeah, I
Sure.
know. I was wondering if they're gonna do like some kind of scene like that, but that's good to know because he was really funny. I mean, he'd be good to have for the. But I think it's like, I don't know. I mean, I will probably see a sequel. I don't necessarily see a sequel, but I mean, I generally think that they should have done a sequel to the first movie. But it's weird because like Ice Cube and Jennifer Lopez are much bigger now than they were back then.
Yeah.
If they just figure out a way to put them in, and the thing is, this movie was trying very hard to be Tropic Thunder. If they do a sequel, that would go even harder on the Tropic Thunder stuff. And it didn't. This one didn't work as Tropic Thunder. Will that one work as a Tropic Thunder?
I don't know. I don't. See, that's the thing though. It doesn't work as a reboot. It doesn't work as a sequel, and it doesn't really work as a meta commentary on the original. Like, because it is a meta commentary movie, and like.
Totally.
I do enjoy this much better than I do enjoy the original Anaconda, because I think the original Anaconda is pretty fucking bad. Like, I'm not gonna even lie.
It's
I
bad,
enjoy it.
It's fun.
It's
though.
campy.
It's bad, but it's fun, and it has this thing of like remembering those old like late '90s action movies, and how it was obviously made very serious. It wasn't made like
Right.
But it is fun. This is supposed to be fun, and it's not. So,
I mean, you're right though, because the original Anaconda did come out around the time of Deep Rising and Lake Placid, which I'm surprised they haven't done that. Lake Placid meets Anaconda.
like a thing between snake and crocodile. Sure.
Yeah, they're being hunted by both.
Okay. Well, there you go. Yeah. I think they're different. I think the Amazon and Lake Placid are different locations, so I'm not sure if they're.
That's true. That's true. Like, well, whatever.
Biologically, it would work. Yeah, I know. You really have to like.
I mean, suspension of disbelief's already gone. You know what I mean? At a certain point, it's like, yeah, why isn't there a giant fucking alligator in the Amazon? Who gives a shit?
Yeah, no, it's true. It's true. In fact, were there any other animals at all in this movie?
No, it was just the snake.
This is a snake. Yeah, I feel like at Amazon. Well, they shot this in Australia, but the Amazon has so many different animals. They have like monkeys. They have like all these. Yeah. Where are these other animals? Are they like they're saving them for the sequel too, or?
I don't know. Let me ask you, Ed. Now that we're in spoilers, how did you like the reveal that Daniela Melchior was really the treasure hunter?
It's just like But what I wanted to know is there another credit screen scene that about the gold? Because they have all that gold. That gold they could have like really made a much better, bigger budget movie.
I'll be real with you. After they run away, that gold is neither seen nor mentioned again. That shit is just completely dropped.
It's also very cheap looking gold. The gold looked
amazing.
It's like,
oh my god, like rocks.
It was like the intern in the props department. It should make it look like gold. There you go, good enough. It's never going to be mentioned again. Just thrown in that one scene. It looks like
You talking about that? Let's Google the budget for this. Like, I'm very curious what the budget is.
Oh yeah.
Cause if this had a low budget, I'd be like, oh yeah, that makes sense. But if it had a big budget, that's also not good. Cause I'm like, I don't think this will make its budget back if it's anything over like 80 million, quite frankly.
Well, I looked up the budget for the original movie, so you tell me the budget for this movie, and then
the original movie is 45.
Right.
I'm trying to find 2025. Let's see, Anaconda 2025 budget. There is no available budget. It has not been
revealed yet.
Yep, it has not been revealed. Okay. All right. Well.
Now, have you seen the Chinese Anaconda movie? Because that's also from last year.
I had no idea this existed.
Yes, I found out. I can't remember how I found out it existed, but like, yes, there's a Chinese Anaconda remake just from last year. I have not watched the whole thing. I watched bits of it. It might be better than this one, maybe. Like, it might be closer to the original one, but with Chinese actors. Maybe.
Is it? Where could I watch it at? Do you know?
I feel like it's on. I feel like the whole thing's on YouTube.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So.
Well, there we go. I will watch it on YouTube actually, like later tonight. Then.
There you go.
Yeah, man. Ed, any thoughts you want to add to this?
Not really. It's just like I said before. It's a movie that I don't know if I'd recommend.
Yeah.
Again, if you just want to go goof around with your friends and just get high and be annoying in the theater, you know what? People probably won't care. They'll, people will just be like, you know what? It's just, just get high, go see it. But you don't have to. Like, there are other better movies to go see over this one for sure.
I'm with you. I'm right there with you. Like, yo, if you're bored and you just want to hang out with your friends and sneak in like because I do it all the time. I sneak in bottles of champagne, cheap champagne, or sneak in beers.
Why did you have one at our? Why'd you have one at our screening that I could have?
Man, I brought my old fashioned. I was getting drunk off my old fashioned, my 76 proof old fashioned, and that still didn't really help, honestly. But yeah, I mean, like Ed said, if you want to get fucked up and see this, go ahead. But I would also just recommend playing it safe and waiting like a couple of months. In February, you could go to somebody's house, sleep over, and just get fucked up there.
Yeah,
what I mean?
well, the funny thing is, Sony has this deal with Netflix, so it's going to appear on Netflix eventually. It might be February, might be. But the thing is, like, we're in this season now, like after Christmas, where like no one has anything to do whatsoever. So it's kind of like, you know what? If you have nothing to do, you've seen every other movie in theaters, then maybe then go check it out. I mean, it has it's like 2 or 3 laughs. Just know that you have a lot of time to go use the bathroom and you won't miss anything.
Because I feel like this is a lucrative corridor. Once we hit like this weekend up till like January 5th and to January 10th, that's where like these movies start printing off money. But like you said, I feel like first couple of days is going to do business, and then it's basically dead in the water. Because like by the time this drops, because we're going to drop this at the embargo date, like by the time this drops, it's 4 p.m. Christmas Eve. And I'm pretty sure showtime start at like 2 p.m. on Christmas Eve, if I'm not mistaken.
I think the embargo is on Tuesday, I want to say, maybe.
Really?
I think so.
I thought it was the 24th, so it's the 23rd?
I'll double check.
Yeah, I gotta double check.
Yeah, I think it's, well, I'm gonna still do like a print interview. Print review also. So
that's fine, completely fine.
And
yeah,
I'll probably the same things to say, but like
1:45 is when the first
23rd.
showtime is.
Oh no, but review embargo is the 23rd. 23rd at noon.
Okay.
So it's
20.
Tuesday at noon is the embargo, and then it opens the following day, a day later.
Okay, so then so it won't be out, but by the time this embargo goes up. So my mistake. The embargo is Tuesday at noon. Mm-hmm. I very much have a feeling that we're probably going to be the nicest reviews for this, quite frankly.
Maybe. I thought that about The Housemaid too, though. I thought my review of The Housemaid. Well, because I'm giving Anaconda the same thing I gave The Housemaid, which is 6.5 out of 10. 6.5 out of 10 is just not a good. It's not a full recommend. It's like a recommend for certain people. It's like it's a movie that has problems, but it's not completely unwatchable. 6.5 is my middle of the road, just barely fresh rating. So
I mean, I like this better than The Housemaid.
I don't know. I'm not sure. It's hard to say. I mean, I don't know if I'd see either one of them again, because 6.5 is also like I don't need to see it again kind of movie too. So, but I think they were both like they had things I liked and things I didn't like. So, yeah. It's hard. Hard for me to recommend, and I would say, this is the definition for a Netflix movie for me. Like this, Okay.
This is literally when people ask me like, hey, what should I stream? I'm like, I guess this, man. If there's nothing else on Netflix, like, hey, you don't have to leave your house, and it's less than 2 hours, thankfully, even though it feels like 2 hours.
Put that on the poster. Put that on the poster. You have to don't leave the house. It's less than 2 hours.
Yeah. Ed, anything you want to plug?
Not really. I mean, I'm still doing the Weekend Warrior. I've been doing I started doing some video stuff as you know, because you appeared on it as a guest. You're my first guest, and I still have to try to find another person who I think will be as good a guest as you. But I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I'm gonna try to get more guests on there. But yeah, I've been doing Weekend Warrior. I've been doing some form of the Weekend Warrior for 24 years or so. And I mainly focus on the box office stuff, but I put reviews in there. I try to mix it up, and I've been doing interviews in there and have guests, and I'm just trying to seeing how to do it. I don't think I'll ever have a podcast on the level of the Film Blurs, but
oh man, we're not. Come on, man, stop gassing us up like that.
Oh no, I'm totally gassing you guys up. Because ever since I first listened, it's like, oh, this is, I've always just have something fun to listen to when we're on around New York City. I throw that on, because I like podcasts where they have fun, where it's just not like serious stuff, I guess. Yeah.
Well, on our end, before we sign off, just want to say, we got reviews on the Film Blurs website for Avatar, SpongeBob, and The Housemaid. My top films of the year will be going up very soon, so look out for that. And then, Ed, I let me know how Primate is, because I got that invite last week, and that's another one where I'm just like, no, thank you, I'll skip that. So
I heard it's good though. It was a Fantastic Fest or something, wasn't it? I heard that it was okay, but
Really?
they always love those movies. I mean, Fantastic Fest, there's a lot of movies they love, which when you finally see them, it's like, oh, okay.
So, I mean, I guess what we will see I will see you probably at the Bone Temple, and for our listeners, probably the Bone Temple is going to be our next review. Anyways, that is episode 191.
We're the Film Blurs. I'm Brandon Norwood, and I'm the motherfucking protagonist.
I'm the protagonist.
I'm Jeff Stewart, a.k.a. He Who Remains.
Don't come at us. It's just fucking movies.
You've been listening to the Film Blurs podcast.
Man, I just love what you guys do, man.
I never miss an episode. It's the best. It's my favorite podcast.
Follow Jeff on IG on MindFireXL and Brandon on Twitter at BJN Tweets.